Hello, I'm Teacher Robin. Welcome to another live streaming class. If this is your first time to watch, let me explain how the classes work. Today, our topic is how to RSVP to an event or invitation. If you have a question during the class, write your question in the comments and I'll answer it at the end of the class. I also have some questions for you at the end of my lesson to check what you've learned, and you can write your answers in the comments as well. Before we get started on today's topic, let's review what we learned in the last class in case you missed it. We talked about diphthongs, so we reviewed the English phonetic alphabet, so we explained what that is, and we looked at the different vowel phonemes that we've already learned in previous classes, and then I taught you 2 new diphthongs, so 2 new phonemes. If you missed the class and you want to watch it, go to the video section of our Facebook page, and there you can find all of our previous classes, so you can watch them again as many times as you need. You can share them on your own Facebook page or tag someone you think might want to watch the class. So now, today we're talking about how to RSVP. So you might be thinking, what does that even mean? I don't know these letters, what do they stand for? So RSVP is actually, it comes from French. Répondez, vous plait means please reply. So we use this French term, and the RSVP means that the sender of the invitation expects you to accept or decline the invitation. So they need to know if you're going to attend. Okay, so what are some different events that require a reply? Why do you need to tell someone if you're attending? A wedding, for example, they need to know how much food, how many people, how many seats, the kind of venue that you can reserve, etc. Okay, the same for a baby shower or a wedding shower. You need to know how many people to provide food and drinks for, okay, a party in general, or a business conference, a business event, you need to know how many people will attend. So many times the invitation will have an RSVP by, and you should say yes or no. You should reply by a specific date. Okay, so the different types of invitations that you might receive to an event are the traditional paper ones. So someone might mail you an invitation and then include a card that you send back to them where you say if you are going to attend or not. Okay, an email invitation or an evite is an invitation that you send by email. Or nowadays we can also just organize an event through Facebook, for example. So you create the event and then people reply directly on Facebook if they're going to attend or not. Okay, I see we have a few people joining us already. Chad and Michaela say hello. Okay, so thanks for watching, and please, if you have any questions, write them in the comments. Okay, so imagine you have been invited to a formal event like a wedding. For example, how might you write a formal reply? So when you're invited to something formal like business or something, you need to reply using a specific kind of vocabulary, okay? So let's look at an example. Okay, so you could say, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, accept with pleasure your kind invitation for Saturday the 7th of July. So here, accept with pleasure is like a very nice way of saying I will attend, or in this case it's a couple, a husband and wife that are going to attend, and then you confirm the date, okay? So you know that you have it right. On the other hand, if you cannot attend, you could say something like, thank you very much for the invitation. However, I will not be able to attend. So it's always important, whether you can go or not, to thank the person for inviting you. So thank you for thinking of me. Thank you for your kindness. However, I will not be able to attend. Okay? And now, if you were invited to something by good friends, someone you know really well, then it's not necessary to use such formal language. So here are a couple examples of informal replies to an invitation. Okay, I am happy to accept your invitation. Please let me know if I can bring something. So if you're invited to a party, a dinner, something like that, you might ask them if you can bring something to drink, something to eat, a dessert, etc. And they'll let you know what you need to do. And then if you cannot go, You can say something like, thank you for the invitation. Unfortunately, I'm away at the weekend. So explain to them why you can't attend if it's your friend and you feel comfortable telling them, okay? I see that Stefania and Ernesto are also joining us, so thanks for watching. Okay, now let's look at some phrasal verbs that we use when talking about events, etc. Okay, so the positive ones are to join in, to take part. So these both mean to participate in an event. So if you say, I'm happy to join in, I look forward to taking part, it means that you are excited to participate in this event. If you can only go for a short time, let's say the event is 3 hours long and you can only just go for half an hour and say hi, greet the host, etc., then we use the phrasal verb to drop by. So I'm going to drop by and leave a gift and then I have to go, etc. And then if you cannot attend the event, then we say to miss out. So you can say, I'm sorry to miss out. I wish I could go, but unfortunately I have to miss out on the fun. Okay, so now imagine that you are hosting an event, a party at your house, etc. What is a nice way that you can greet your guests when they arrive? You can say something like, I'm so happy you could make it. So to make it means to attend. I'm so happy you could make it means that I'm so happy that you came, that you're here. Okay, welcome to my home. Can I take your coat? So if someone comes to your house, it's customary to ask them if you can take their coat or their bag, or at least tell them where they can leave their things during the party. And can I offer you something to drink, to eat, etc. So normally as a host, you would offer your guest something when they arrive. Okay? And during the party, you might want to make a toast. So this means that you raise your glass and you dedicate the drink to either a person or to a special date or to remember something or someone, etc. Okay, so you can say, here's to a great year if you're celebrating something like New Year's, or I dedicate this toast to my grandmother on her 80th birthday, etc. So lots of possibilities. And when you leave a party or an event, any kind of event, you want to thank your host. It's polite to thank the person who invited you, or the person who hosts, the person who is having you at their home or at the event. So you can say, I appreciate the invitation. A formal way to say thank you is, I thoroughly enjoyed the conference, I thoroughly enjoyed the seminar, etc. So thoroughly here means very much. I enjoyed it very much. Thanks for having me if you're talking about yourself, or if it's a group of people, a family, thanks for having us. So thanks for inviting us. And I had a wonderful time. I had a fantastic time. I had a great time, etc. Okay, so now that we've looked at how to RSVP and how to greet your guests and thank your host, let's practice together. So I'm going to ask you 2 questions and you can write your answers in the comments. So my first question is, when did you last RSVP to an event? What kind of event was it? And what kind of invitation did you receive to this event? So was it paper, email, etc.? Okay. And my last question is, write a formal reply to a business conference invitation. So you can choose if you are attending or not, but how would you respond or reply to someone if they invite you to a business conference? Okay, so as you're writing your answers, I want to tell you more about our course here at ABBA. We have a complete course from beginners to business level featuring 144 units. Each unit has a short film, video classes explaining the grammar, and exercises to help you improve your English. So if you look at the links that we've posted in the comments, one of those will take you to our website where you can register with us. If you register first as a free student, you'll have access to all of the video classes as well as the first unit of each level. And then if you decide to go premium, you will have access to all of the course content and you'll be assigned a teacher like me who you can write to anytime you have a question. So our course is very flexible in that you can study from your tablet, your smartphone, or your PC or Mac, and your progress is saved on all of these devices. So it's a really a flexible way to study anywhere and any time. In addition to our course, we have many other resources for free that you can use to practice your English. One of those is our ABBA Journal, which is our blog. There you can find articles about English for business, travel, grammar explanations. In the comments, we have posted some useful articles related to today's topic, so how to RSVP or different events when you're hosting a party, etc. You can find more information about that on our blog. Okay, on our Facebook page, we have our live streaming classes twice a week, so you can always participate in those, and you can find the calendar of those classes posted at the top of our Facebook page as well. And we also have a Twitter page and a YouTube channel, so check out all of these great resources if you haven't already. They're a great way for you to practice your English with us here at ABBA. So let's see if anyone else is joining, if there are any questions as you are writing your answers. Let me go ahead and tell you about the next class. We're going to talk about common pronunciation mistakes. Teacher Dell is going to teach the class, and she's going to tell you about some of the most common mistakes that non-native speakers make in English. So what are some of these words, typical words that are difficult to pronounce, and why is it difficult for many people? And she's going to give you some tips for how to improve that. So tune in next time. Okay, remember that you can turn on your Facebook notifications to receive a reminder anytime we're live streaming. Okay, so let's see, I think we have one comment. Someone says, I received an invitation for a sales meeting scheduled in May. Okay, great. Good. That's a good example. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so please keep writing your answers in the comments. If there are no more questions for right now, then we'll finish the class, but I'll check later on today and see if anyone else has written anything, and I'll get back to you later. So I hope this class has been useful for you. Don't forget, next time, common pronunciation mistakes. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon. Bye!